Episode 1. The story kicks off with our protagonist Yuuki cleaning a classroom with his background character classmates. We won't be seeing these guys again for sure. The group admires the girls who gain special powers by the miraculous peaches. This is a world where men have no superpowers. As he helps a friend with a button on his shirt, Yuuki skillfully uses his sewing skills. Despite his grown-up life and job in a multinational company, Yuuki feels unfulfilled. What's up, Otaku fam? This is Otaku Recap Realm. Our goal today is to get 1,000 likes together. Please like and subscribe to this new channel for more anime recaps. Your support means a lot. Let's continue on. Upon returning home, a fog suddenly surrounds Yuuki. Without warning, he finds himself in Moto, another dimension connected to Japan, where Shuki monsters threaten disaster. His manual system gives him advice to stay put and wait for the demon defense force to be rescued. Ha 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 ha, big help. Yuuki finds himself surrounded by Shuki monsters. While he contemplates how to survive, a skilled warrior arrives and takes on the monsters with grace, using her sword to eliminate them. The elegant beauty is Commander Kayuka Yuzen of Demon Defense Force 7th Squad. She instructed Yuuki to sit on her slave Shuki's back as they ran away from danger. Reinforcements Himari, Shushu and Ni make a stylish entrance in a vehicle. They display their amazing powers and kill the monsters. The defense forces discover a child who has lost consciousness amidst the chaos. The young boy awakens and asks about his sister. Amidst the chaos, Kayuka heard a shriek. Yuuki recognizes her. Realizing that the little girl is in danger, Kayuka takes action and cuts through the Shukis. As they are outnumbered, realizing her limitations in a moment of reflection, she recalls her relatives discussing her weak Peach's blessing. Returning to the present, she talks to Yuuki to make a meaningful impact by saving everyone. Yuuki responds positively. Kayuka says she will make him her slave. Surprised, it isn't what he imagined. Kayuka extends her hands, inviting him to lick them. Lucky him. Although Yuuki has never touched a girl, he licks her finger, turning into a powerful, enslaved being. Witnessing his unexpected strength, Kayuka is amazed to see him so powerful. Even her team is amazed as Yuuki, in his enslaved state, delivers powerful punches, defeating the Shukis. As Shukis transform into an even larger monster, Kayuka urges Yuuki to deliver the final blow with their combined immense power. Together, Kayuka and Yuuki successfully bring down the colossal monster. Kayuka told the girls to leave as she wanted to talk to Yuuki alone. Kayuka entices Yuuki to become her slave and save the world. A confused Yuuki is thrown off by her forceful kiss. His mind is confused. Despite his protests, come on. We all know he loved it. Kayuka pushes her agenda, landing another kiss. Kayuka explained that it's the price of her ability to reward her slave. Kayuka, sensing his desire to be a hero, offers him to become her permanent slave, and Yuuki agrees in order to escape his ordinary life. As Yuuki finally reaches the Defense Force dorm, his heart soars with hope as becomes a member. But his celebration is short-lived. Kayuka throws cold water on his dreams, announcing he's not actually a member, just a house caretaker. He tries to protest, but the girls overwhelm him. As the episode ends, the girls eagerly congratulate Yuuki on joining Moto's elite 7th Squad. Episode 2. Yuuki had just finished cleaning the 7th Squad dorm. Suddenly, a Shuki attacked him, but it couldn't break the dorm's barrier. Ni showed up and mentioned that there were many Shuki around because the dorm is in a busy area of Moto. Himari killed the Shuki. Later in the episode, the women of the 7th Squad praised Yuuki's cooking and cleaning skills. However, Yuuki realized he was losing sight of his dream to become a hero due to his lack of battle experience. When he mentioned this to Kayuka, Himari transformed her arm into a sword and pointed it at Yuuki. Kayuka pointed out that Yuuki is important for her plans and powers. She assured that she'd twist it off if he misbehaves. Well, we all know what she's going to twit off. Sheesh. Later, Shushu, who can shrink and spy without being noticed, caught Yuuki spying on Himari getting ready for a bath. After returning to normal size, Shushu took a picture of Yuuki and admitted she was watching him to understand him better. She subtly threatened to show the picture to Kayuka unless Yuuki agreed to be her slave too, while cleaning Shushu's room. Shushu playfully teased him when he attempted to take her phone and accidentally grabbed her underwear. Yuuki leaves the room and witnesses Kayuka and Himari training. A Shuki appeared and Kayuka skillfully killed it, showing Himari her combo. While Yuuki is massaging Shushu and chit-chatting, Shushu suggests a game where the loser removes clothing after each loss. Funny enough, Yuuki didn't win a single game in Street Fighter, ending up completely naked while Shushu stayed clothed. Yuuki tried to convince her that getting undressed isn't safe. Well, isn't safe for who? Shushu humorously grew to the size of the room, emphasizing that she wasn't the one in danger. Eventually, Yuuki had to be fully naked, and Shushu couldn't help but laugh at the situation. It looks like the situation is very small. However, their fun was interrupted by a huge Shuki attacking the base. Shushu used her power, called Paradigm Shift, to grow even bigger than the Shuki. She easily defeated it. Unfortunately, another massive Shuki appeared, growing even larger than the previous one. Shushu couldn't use her power more due to exhaustion. Yuuki wanted to help. He decided to try kissing something that belonged to Kayuka to trigger the transformation as she wasn't there. He tried her clothes with no success. He partially transformed by kissing her combat boots, Broby getting very kinky indeed. While Shushu worried about shrinking due to misusing her power, Yuuki successfully defeated the massive Shuki before turning back into a human. He landed on her, kinkier scene ahead. Kayuka instructed Shushu to thank Yuuki by helping him with his caretaker duties. The story shifted to another squad of the defense force. Unfortunately, the Shuki captured them. As the Shuki was about to devour one of the girls, a woman who appeared human intervened, telling it not to. The woman then mentioned how she could recognize his presence anywhere, stating that she knows Yuuki and could sense that he is in Motto. Episode 3. The story continues with Kayuka and Yuuki returning to Japan using a portal. Kayuka and Yuuki visited a graveyard, which turned out to be where Kayuka's family and friends were buried after being attacked by a powerful Shuki called the Unicorn. She disclosed that the Unicorn had managed to escape, expressing her determination to settle the score with it. Later in the episode, Yuuki suggested they enjoy a treat while in Japan. During a meal at a restaurant, Yuuki opened up about losing his sister in a Motto Gate incident, expressing understanding of Kayuka's feelings. As they ate, Yuuki noted how seeing Kayuka smile reminded him of the time he spent with his sister. However, their peaceful moment was interrupted when Kayuka's phone rang with an emergency signal, and she had Yuuki transform so they could quickly return to Motto. Well, it's reward time and Yuuki received a very kinky reward this time. In the debrief, it was explained that a large nest of Shuki had been discovered nearby. The 7th Squad went to investigate and found the nest in a wintry area of Motto. Once the whole team was there, the attack started, with Kayuka and Yuuki waiting until Shukis merged into one large creature. Unexpectedly, a sudden attack came from the Unicorn Shuki. Surprisingly, someone was riding it and launched an even more powerful attack than the Unicorn. Kayuka and Yuuki moved to counter, asking the woman who she was. She revealed herself as the Demon Defense Force's archenemy, wielding a Motto Peach. The woman asked Kayuka if she saw her brother, and then joined Kayuka and Yuuki in trying to attack. She kept mentioning her brother, almost saying his name, but was interrupted by a massive Shuki. The woman glared at the huge Shuki, reminding Yuuki of his own sister. The woman instantly killed the Shuki. She captured Yuuki in his slave form, bringing him closer and commenting on how he wasn't a Shuki. Both seemed surprised and almost recognized each other when Kayuka freed Yuuki. The woman ran away after getting hurt from Kayuka's attack. Kayuka urged Yuuki to go after the woman and Unicorn, but he chose to protect Shushu. Kayuka, realizing this, regained her composure. After calming down, she immediately focused on ensuring the safety of her squad and guided them back home. After settling Yuuki's reward, his rewards keep getting better and better. Yuuki suggested that the humanoid Shuki might be his sister, pointing to a strange feeling he had and her unusual reaction when seeing his face. The scene later changed with Yuuki and Ni talking and having some bonding. The woman from before is known to be Ayaba, Yuuki's sister. Talking with her peer, she is confident that it was Yuuki whom he fought with. The perspective then shifted to Yuuki and Shushu bathing together, bringing some comic relief to the scene, involving Himari as well. While Himari and Yuuki were playfully arguing, members from the 6th Squad, including their commander Tenka Izumo and Himari's sister Yachiho Azuma, arrived. Yuuki was asked to fetch Kayuka, and tensions rose between Himari and her sister Yachiho. Episode 4. The story continues with Squad 6 meeting with Squad 7, discussing the presence of the humanoid Shuki. Tensions rose as Yachiho kept taking cheap shots at Himari. Yachiho continued to tease Himari, leading Kyoyuka to propose a match between the two squads to assess their capabilities. Izumo and Yachiho left to gather their squad and return, prompting Himari to seek Kyoyuka's help with training. They ate ramen and discusses the upcoming match. On the way to training, Himari clarified that, for the exhibition match, Yuuki is her slave, because her real ability is to learn from others and use their abilities. By selecting an ability on her phone, she can use it, including Kyoyuka's. Even though Himari seemed unaware of the reward aspect of Kyoyuka's ability, oh man, she's in for a big surprise. She still asked Yuuki to transform. This led to him taking a different form than the one under Kyoyuka's ability, making him faster but not as strong. Finally, the reward aspect of Kyoyuka's ability kicked in, leaving Himari confused and embarrassed. After figuring out his reward this time, well, he didn't mind being her slave now. While on their way back, Himari explained that her ability usually degrades what it copies, making it unusable, but it seems different with Kyoyuka's ability. Himari then shared her past, being born into the Azuma family and expected to be as successful as her older sisters. However, she always seemed to make mistakes at the last moment, resulting in constant teasing at home. This exhibition match was her first chance to prove herself after cutting ties with her family, and that's why she needed Yuuki's help. Yuuki asked about Yachiho's ability. Himari claimed Yachiho's ability is Golden Hour, giving her full control over time, including pausing and rewinding it. Himari and Yuuki started planning to force Yachiho to tire herself out by using her time control ability multiple times. They kept training and perfecting their skills. Additionally, you know what that means: constant rewards for Yuuki. On the day of the match, Izumo and Yachiho returned with one more teammate. While Himari and Shushu are skinny dipping, Sahara Wakasa of 6th Squad joins them. The scene shifts with Yachiho and Himari having a conversation before the match, with childhood scenes woven into their discussion. Yuuki joined them, assuring Himari that they would definitely win, boosting her confidence. They then arrived at the match venue, where Jinabizan of 10th Squad's barrier ability set up the arena. The barrier ensured that any damage sustained during the match would be healed afterwards. The exhibition match commenced with Himari and Yachiho as the first participants. Yuuki transformed, and the pair prepared for the fight. They quickly gained the upper hand using Yuuki's speed and attack brand break, prompting Yachiho to rewind time by 5 seconds. The episode concluded with Yachiho teasing that she discovered a new aspect of her ability, which she named Prime Time. That ends our recap for episodes 1 to 4 of Chained Soldier. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our new channel. Turn on the notification bell to stay updated on the upcoming parts and other anime recaps. See you in our next videos.